Hello and welcome. My name is Muna, and today I am joined by Nigerian American journalist Chika Odwa, who has been on her lock journey for the past 14 years. She has lived in different parts of Africa, Kenya, Senegal, and Nigeria for over 10 years now. And Chika is on Sister Locks. So today we are going to be discussing the symbolism and misconception of locks in Nigeria. You're welcome, Chika.
Thank you so much, Muna. It's a pleasure to be here with you.
Same here, great to have you. So you have spent over 10 years in Africa, right?
Correct. Yeah.
Great. Tracing back to your roots, does having locks have any meaning to you? Does it symbolize anything? And does it affect your personality?
Wow, that's a great question to begin the conversation. Thank you so much for that. Absolutely, yes. Me having locks is a way to honor who I am as someone of African descent, as a woman of African descent. So it's me celebrating my heritage. This is the hair that I was born with. And not only me, but I shared this type of hair texture with millions of people all over the world, people of African descent, Black people. And so I just believe that we should honor this. We shouldn't hide it. We should wear it. In the United States where I grew up, people with natural hair, it's like you're making a political statement. The song by James Brown, "Say It Loud, I'm Black and I'm Proud." So that's what I'm doing by choosing to wear locks, sister locks.
Beautiful. So relocating from the US to Africa, what are the most awkward reactions or perceptions you've gotten from people, especially in Nigeria, because you have locks?
Yeah, interestingly, the reactions vary from country to country, region to region. For example, in Southern Africa, I find that locks are appreciated. I was even told that in South Africa, some people find that people steal, that their locks are stolen sometimes. Like if they go to the movie theaters, you can leave the theater and see your hair is chopped off.
Wow.
Because it's such high demand. So you have to be careful. People love it so much. And people even attach, locks to their hair as an attachment because it's in such high demand. And in Kenya, where I used to live, people also appreciated locks. But in Nigeria, the reactions were not always so complimentary, depending on which part of Nigeria, whether I'm in an urban place or the rural area. But what I found in Nigeria, even in the urban areas, like in Abuja, where I used to live, around especially conservative people, religious people, for them, locks was associated with negative, evil spirituality. It had that attachment, that connection, whether it's with like witchcraft, they associate it with like water mysticisms around the water, things like that. Because the fact is, many people who worship certain spirits or practice ancestral spirituality, they do tend to have locks. So they just assume everyone who has it must be connected with those mystical spiritualities.
This is interesting. So how do you think these misconceptions have affected the Nigerian society at large?
It has certainly given locks a certain view, so people definitely attach women and men with locks in a certain place. For men, they're often seen as in a bad light, maybe as criminals or whatever. But for women, it still has that spiritual aspect around it. So that's how it's seen. But over time, now it's becoming a bit more accepted as a fashion, as a form of fashion. This is just for style. But some people still have questions about it. There are some erroneous assumptions about it. So people ask me, so do you wash your hair at all? I'm like, yes. And even someone asked me this in Nigeria 2 weeks ago. This young man was admiring it and he's like, so do you wash your hair? I said, yes. He says, as with water. Yes, what else can I wash? If it's not water, what else? It's not with ice cream, it's with water. I'm washing my hair with water. So he was so surprised, like, wow.
Interesting.
So they're also learning. They have a lot of misinformation about it, to think that we don't wash our hair. I mean, starting to realize this is just a way of expressing yourself in a fashionable way. It's just a form of fashion, just like getting a wig, or just relaxing your hair. This is another form of fashion. So I think that
Great.
awareness is slowly coming, slowly. But there are still some people who won't like it, who just say, no, no, no. But I am very proud of it. And I do think that we still do have a long way in terms of educating people about what it is. So I try to do what I can to educate people in a very nice way. I try to do it with a smile, because I represent, people with sister locks. I'm a representation. I'm an ambassador. So I have to do the best I can to spread the knowledge that, hey, it's hair, it's beautiful, and there's nothing to fear about natural hair.
Great. Wonderful. Can we see the length of your locks?
Sure. So it's if I can just lift up here, it's here. I don't know how long it is in terms of
Wow,
inches.
this is beautiful.
Yeah,
The
thank
locks
you.
are so beautiful. Thank you so much, Chika Odua, for being part of today's interview. I'm sure we've learned a lot today, honestly, as we discussed symbolism and misconceptions of locks in Nigeria. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you for having me. It's always so fun to be able to talk about locks. So I'm so grateful for this opportunity to do so.
Thank you so much. Bye for now.
Bye.